Alrighty, this is Ellipses video 2. So let's kind of review what an ellipse is. An ellipse is either a horizontal circle, or I guess horizontal oval, or a vertical. So let's talk about the difference between the two of those. The horizontal will start out with x minus h squared, and there'll also be a y minus k squared, very similar to what we've seen with circles. But if it's a horizontal, the larger denominator, or a squared, will be under the x, while b squared would be under the y. And it's always going to be equal to 1. So the difference between the two of them is just where is a and b placed. So this would be x minus h squared over b squared, and y minus k over a squared. Alright, so let's talk about what these are. So what is the distance from the center to the vertices, or the major axes? That would be regular A, and the distance between the center to the co-vertices would be B. And to find the foci, we would use that equation c squared equals a squared minus b squared. Remember, that's not the Pythagorean theorem, don't confuse the two. This is just review, so if you don't remember this, go back to an earlier video and relearn or go revisit. Make sure you know how to use this before watching this video. Alright, so I'm going to glue in some graphs of equations, and I want you to be able to identify all that key vocab. Give me 1 second. Alright. Let's glue that in. Cool. So I've been given a graph, and they want us to find all this other information. I'm going to zoom in on the graph so we can see it together. Cool. So from what I see here is a horizontal ellipse. So we're going to be using the a squared underneath the x for this one. We should identify the center. The center is at 0, 0. So I'll zoom in. So center is 0, 0. We can start writing our equation. We know it's going to be x squared and y squared, because we don't have to adjust those at all. And it's going to be equal to 1. What we need to find out is what is our a and what is our b. So the a is the distance of the major axes, vertices. So that is this distance. I would count that out, and it is 6 units. And then my vertical would be 4 units. So right here, that is going to be my A, and this is going to be my B. And now x squared is going to be our major axes, so we've got 36. So we square the a value. That's what this equation is telling us to do. So once we found a, we just square it and put it underneath. Our b is 4, so that means b squared is 16, and we've written our equation. Let's write out what our coordinates are. One vertex is 6, 0, and another vertex is negative 6, 0. Then we have co-vertices, which are the shorter ones. So that would be 0, 4 and 0, negative 4. Now the foci are not as obvious. We're going to have to use that formula, the c squared equals a squared minus b squared. So I'm going to do that kind of off to the side of my paper. So c squared equals a squared minus b squared. find c squared, I just plug in a and b. So our a was 6 squared minus 4 squared. C squared is equal to 36 minus 16. C squared is equal to 20. If you take the square root of both sides, it's going to be just under 5. So we've got square root of 20. If we type that into a calculator, we get c equals about 4.47. So that is the distance on the major axes away from the center. So I'm just going to count out 4.47 out. 1, 2, 3, 4-ish right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, kind of right there. And so it's easy when the center is at 0, because we just place it at negative 4.47, 0, and 4.47, 0. So it's both positive and negative of the c value. Alright, let's do a little bit of harder one. Let's do one where it's not centered at 0. Okay, let's do this. So let's identify where our center is. So that coordinate looks like 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is a vertical. Nope, I'm wrong. It's a horizontal. It's horizontal because it's short and long. I'll zoom out a little bit. We've got this major axis where that would be our A value, and it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. And then our B value is going to be 1 unit. The vertices is on the major axis, so that one would be negative 2, comma, oops, I just realized this is 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, negative 6, my bad. So if you're watching this video thinking, hey, I think she has that wrong, good job. So our major vertices are negative 2, comma, negative 6. And 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, positive 8, negative 6. Good deal, good deal. Co-vertices are the ones that are on a shorter minor axis, so that would be 3, comma, negative 5. And 3, negative 7. Alright, for the foci we have to do some calculations for that. So we know that our B is 1, A is 5, so we're going to use that equation. C squared equals A squared minus B squared. C squared is equal to 25 minus 1. C squared is equal to 24, so our C is equal to the square root of 24. Which if we type that into a calculator, it is about 4.9-ish. I guess it's 4.9 or 4.898, but I'm just going to round it up to 4.9. So we have to adjust this foci C, the value, away from the center. So the way we do that, since it's going to still have that negative 6 length, they're both going to have a y value of negative 6. but we have to figure out what is the x value. And they're all changing away from that 3. So we're going to put in 3 plus 4.9. We get 7.9. And we'll do 3 take away 4.9. Get negative 1.9. And that's it. So I'm going to put in one for you guys to try. Ooh, it just doesn't really want to fit. That's okay. I'll fold it in. And again, on the next slide, I'm going to put this problem in there, so if you can't see it on the video, just go to the next slide. Alright. 2C is for you to try. It wants you to write an equation. Oh, I just realized I missed the equation in 2B. Don't go yet. Hold on. 2B. I totally missed this part. You don't want to leave that blank. Since we know our A and our B, and we know our center, it's really easy to do. So let me grab the black pen. It would be x minus h squared over, since this is horizontal, our bigger value, or the a value for this matter, is going to be squared, and we've got 25 plus y, take away negative 6, which would become plus 6, squared over 1 is equal to 1. Whew, almost forgot that part. We good though. So when you do your example problem, do all the same steps, and don't forget the equation like I did. Alright, so that's the end of this video. We'll do more soon. Bye!